Hey everyone, it's Jordan Marks, your favorite Chief Deputy Assessor here at the San Diego County Assessor Recorder County Clerk Office. My job at the Assessor's Office is to make sure you're treated fairly, you get the education you need to make sure you're not overtaxed, and if there's any systemic issues, we're going to find them and we're going to fix them. Prop 19 was passed by you, the voters, in 2020, and it changed how you can move your property taxes around. Now, today we're going to concentrate on senior exclusion from reassessment. That's how you upgrade your lifestyle without increasing your property taxes. Before we talk about Prop 19, we first need to go back to Prop 13 so we can understand the basis of our property tax system here in California. Proposition 13 was passed by you, the voters, and it created an agreement between you and the government that said, I, purchaser of property, agree to pay 1% of that value in a fair and open market transaction for as long as I own the property. And that amount, that 1% we're going to call the base year value, can go up to 2% per year. That created a system that's affordable because you can predict what your property taxes are going to be. And because you can predict what your property taxes are going to be, you can budget for it. That is the beauty of Proposition 13, and it keeps property taxes here in California affordable. So while Proposition 13 has kept property taxes here in California affordable, it also created a system that incentivizes folks that have been in their home for a long time to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to move, because if I move and buy a new place, my property taxes are going to go up and I don't know if I can afford it. But don't worry, that's where Prop 19 came along. And Prop 19 said, hey, for those that are seniors that have a really low tax base, that means your taxes are very affordable, based on what you qualified for when you purchased your home, we're going to help you buy a new place and bring those taxes over with you. To qualify for Proposition 19, you have to be over 55. That's a senior. Now I got to say it, it's not my definition of a senior, it's the government's definition of a senior. I think 55 is the new 25, hands down. But in order to qualify for Prop 19, one person in the transaction has to be over 55. Before, it was limited to certain counties. Now, it's statewide, anywhere you want to go. And here's the beautiful thing about Prop 19. You get to do it 3 times. Under the old rules, there was a restrictive 1 time only. Now, under the new rules, 3 times. And, beautiful, there was a cap before. It limited the transactions. You couldn't buy above a certain amount. If you did, you didn't qualify. But now you get to buy above that restrictive cap, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Now, here's an example of what Prop 19 looks like for you. Imagine you bought your home in 2000. You paid $300,000 for it. Or, like we talked about, with Prop 13, you only pay 1%, $3,000 a year. But remember, it can go up 2% per year. So you've owned it for 20 years. It's gone up 40% in taxable value. Or today, you're paying taxes based on $420,000, or at 1%, $4,200 a year. That's your tax bill today. Now, you got a great realtor. They helped you sell your home for $1 million. Beautiful. That is your cap. Whatever your sales price is your cap. And we're going to work based on that $1 million sales price. We're going to talk about the below the cap, below your sales price of $1 million. And you're like, I'm going to take a little bit of money off the table. Instead of buying a place for $1 million, we're going to buy a place for $900,000. And remember, at 1%, that would make your tax bill $9,000. That's a $4,800 a year increase. But because you bought below the cap, below what you sold for, you get to carry over your old tax bill of $4,200. $4,200 minus what you would have been paying, $9,000, that's a savings of $4,800 a year. Congratulations, you've upgraded your lifestyle without increasing your property taxes thanks to Prop 19. All right, now we're going to do an above the cap example. You have $1 million sales price, and you're like, all right, I bought my home for $1.2 million. Congratulations. And if you didn't have Prop 19, you'd be paying $12,000 a year. But because of Prop 19, what we do is we take the cap, what you sold your property for, $1 million, and we deduct it from your purchase price of $1.2 million. And that difference of $200,000 of assessed value is added on to your old assessed value of $420,000. Your new assessed value is $620,000, or at 1%, it's $6,200 a year. That's your new tax bill. That's a total grand savings of $5,800 a year. Congratulations, you've upgraded your lifestyle without tremendously increasing your property taxes thanks to Prop 19. You can find your assessed value on your property tax bill or ask your realtor. Now remember, I told you can buy and sell or sell and buy. Well, the California State Legislature just changed the rules a little bit in your favor. If you sell your primary residence and purchase your primary residence replacement within the first year, they're going to add 5% to your cap. That's your sales price. If you buy in the second year, they're going to add 10% to your cap. That's your sales price. So remember, you sold for $1 million. If you bought in the first year, it's now $1,050,000 cap. And if you bought in the second year, it's $1,100,000, a win for the taxpayers. All right, so your realtor has worked with you. You've sold and purchased your replacement property, and you're super excited. You're like, Jordan, save me some money. How does it work? It's very easy. It's an easy one-page application. Should take you less than 15 minutes to fill out, and you can find it at www.sdarcc.com. Now, I gave you a really great overview of Prop 19, but as they say, the devil's in the details. So, if you have commercial property and who's over 55 and we're buying with grandma, the intergenerational buying is happening tremendously throughout San Diego. We want to be there to answer your questions. You have a great realtor that's going to help you through the transaction, and your assessor's office and Jordan, your taxpayer advocate, is here to help you through the transaction. We want you to call us and ask us questions. In fact, we set up an email address, prop19@sdcounty.ca.gov. Email us 24/7 and we're going to get back to you with the right answer, because your individual home makes a difference to us. But wait, there's more. I'm going to save you an additional $70. When you're at our website, make sure you fill out the homeowner's exemption. That is the document, again, one page, very easy to fill out, that says it's my primary residence, because remember, you have to sell your primary residence and buy another. And once you do, we're going to save you $70 every year for being a homeowner here in San Diego County. I want to say thank you to the great realtors at PSAR for having put this education opportunity together to help ensure you can retire with dignity, upgrade your lifestyle without increasing your property taxes.